Hello guys, we are back with our next Anno 1800 playthrough with the Carlos Perez, the one and only. Now, I give you this shot because this is where we're at right now. We're in a pretty advanced part of the game. We're in kind of late stage game where we're about a step away from getting to the investors class, which is the highest class and last class that we'll have to reach. But as you can see, we have built our first power plant and we are benefiting majorly. Almost 200%. A lot of these buildings we're overproducing in a sense. And right now, as you can see, there's a lot of pause going on because we have so much industry that we had before that we really don't need. So I guess the first thing I think about that we need to do right now is figure out the balance. We either need to increase our population to fix this balance issue. Oh, and he's just bought a part of our island here. Well, let's take care of this first. We seem to be having some issues where he's trying to buy shares in our island. Well, and actually, he might have already bought shares in our island, which is not good. Okay, we need to do something about this. We need to buy him out. And I didn't realize he bought this share as well. Not ideal. This is something that will happen in the late game where other opponents will buy part of your island, and if they buy you out, you lose the island. Right now, we don't have the money to really fund something like that, so we got to be careful. So that's interesting. Something we got to think about right now is AI trying to buy out our islands. Okay, let's, yeah, not ideal. Let's go back to the new world. Sorry, the old world. And let's think about what we're going to do here. Well, first things first, let's figure out the balance here. We do not need all these buildings. Although it's not helping our balance at all, unfortunately. So really, I think the fix is probably going to be through population. We have a lot of workers. We could probably get a lot more artisans. So let's maybe look into that. We have the materials right now. And artisans will consume much, much more. I'm not the biggest fan of artisans, but you know what? We're going to get them to engineers. So I'm not too worried. Let's see where that puts us on a consumption path. In terms of consumption, let's see where we're in the negative on. This is where it's going to get really hard to track where we're in the negative. Not worried about this. This says we should be okay. We're 4 for 4 on sausages. Man, though, for pigs. Okay, we need more pigs. Which I don't really want to build more pigs, but I guess we have to. Let's build that out. And if you can see there, we're actually, you know, we've already fixed a lot of our balance issues. Get us back to at least 0. So, or at least in the positive, at least. So we're making money. And that's without running a lot of this stuff. So I think right now we need to fix what do we really need and what do we not. Okay, let's look at the warehouse again. Let's see, sausage. Okay, we can produce 4 for 4. We need 2 more pig farms, unfortunately. And that's also the soap industry here as well that we're having to think about. Let us do 2 more. We don't really have the population for it, but let's just downgrade some workers instead of building more, just to kind of achieve this. Yeah, let's, we'll move these guys down. Same here. And here. Just so they can work the pig farms. I don't want to build more farmers at this point, just because their consumption isn't really worth it. Okay. What about... So we fixed that supply chain, and actually we have plenty of sausage. These are all imports. Import, import, import. Yeah, all this stuff right now is imports, barley. We could use more cement. And we could get way more cement out of these two. In fact, we could probably just say, hey, unless we can mine it, we don't readily have a factory that can mine more. So I say let's get rid of a cement factory because we're not producing enough. And with the electricity, we don't need two of these. So we're going to just delete one of these because it's actually a waste at this point and it's soaking up a ton of maintenance cost. So let's get rid of that. Yeah, this is where we're going to just figure out what we can do at this point. We can build another cement factory later on, but at this point, just it's wasteful. Okay. Goulash. We're good there. Schnapps. We're supplying 12. The market needs 10. So, I mean, we could really just say, hey, get rid of these guys. We're producing enough. Okay. It's just no need to take up all that space right now. Okay, we're back. Back to these levels. What else do we have? Now we're only supplying 1 beef and 1 pepper, and the market is demanding 2 at this point. Okay. Well, we should be doing at least more than that. Okay, that's interesting. Why is it only saying we're only supplying 1 here? Okay, that's going to be a problem. Because we have two farms going right now. Okay, not entirely sure why that's happening. We could just build it out, but ideally I'd like to not have to. How is our canned food? Let's just think about that for a moment. Okay, this says canned food is going up, so maybe we can neglect that. Actually, let's think about the base of the supply chain. Ooh. So we'll go back here. Okay, let's think about the basics of this supply chain here. We probably are producing more goulash than we really need. That's why it's saying we need so much. Let's look at the goulash here. Okay. So yeah, goulash is only demand for 1, and right now we're producing 2. So we can say, hey, sayonara to that goulash factory, because we're efficient now. Even on windows, do we really need 4 window makers and one of these guys? I don't think so. Look at the window supply we have. We're just going to get rid of these. We're not using them anyway, so let's just simplify. Soap even. Yeah, we have a lot of soap, and we're selling soap, so I'm not too worried about overproducing on soap. We're going to make a lot of capital off of it, especially fur coats as well. That bothers me. We'll just delete that real quick. Like sewing machines. Okay, we only have 1 sewing machine factory. But for instance, maybe the... Yeah. Let's look at... See, right now we have more demand. Although, what is it for... We have 16 demand for wool. However, do we really need all that? Let's look at consumer goods. Okay, right now the demand is for 9, and we're producing 12. We can get rid of one of these guys. That should even us out at 9. Yeah, we just have a lot of overproduction going on, and it's just no need. Okay, but now we're at 8. Okay, I guess we could do with 1 more, but obviously I don't think we really need it. We also put our sailing... Okay, this might be a good chance to get some money back as well. So let's edit the magazine. And for income, let's manipulate...
Certainly a perspective to consider.
We're going to manipulate the paper here because we... He likes it. And we earned some influence for propaganda. What does that get us? Just more effectiveness on the newspaper.
winds swept into an iron tide.
It could probably be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on
Freedom and equality for all.
how we see it. Okay, go away. Okay, next things, what else? Like soap, we're probably overproducing on soap right now, which, like I said, we're okay with. Bakeries, let's look into bakeries right now. So bakeries right now, we're producing enough. What about flour and grain? Grain, we're supplying 10, the market wants 12. But the only reason the market wants 12 is because we probably have too much flour production. Let's just confirm that, go to the intermediate goods. Yeah, right now it needs 4, we're producing 8. Yeah, so we'll just delete those guys. Oh, look at, well, let's see. Yeah, we're doing good. What else can we rationalize here and reduce? Maybe the malt house. We're producing a lot there. But I think we're okay on beer. What's beer at? We're supplying 4, the market wants 3. That's okay. Let's look at malt. Where is malt? Okay, here's malt. The market wants, yeah, 4, and we're producing 8. So we're going to get rid of one of these malt houses here. We don't need it. And we're not even using these beers, so let's get rid of those guys. Kind of getting some capital back as well, which is kind of nice to see. I think we're working. Just curious why we had the police factory here. I think it's because we're overworking the engineers right now. Yeah, they're very upset with us, but that's okay. We will work on that later. The last thing I'm interested about is steel. Is it worth bringing steel back? Not this factory, that's for sure. Armaments. So like cannons? Yeah, we could do with more armaments, so let's leave that there. But are we producing enough steel per se? Right now it's 8 for 8, so honestly I'm very happy with this. This is a good look into everything. We're overproducing maybe on potatoes? No. I think we're fine there. Pigs were perfect. And these are all imports. Good to just go through some of this stuff right now. Although I'm thinking we're probably going to add more population at this point. But that will leave. Concrete factories are just doing really well right now. So we'll leave that there. And that's all import, all this stuff. So we can leave that be. And I don't care if we're overproducing on some of this stuff, concrete and all this materials. Import, they should be recovering here because we're building more pigs, or at least the needed amount. So yeah, I think we're set. We're overproducing on these two. We know that. I think we're set. I think the economy is much more balanced now, and we're back in that balance that we have. So, you know, it's important to just take the time to look at what you're doing and making sure that everything makes sense. And we built the commuter pier over here. So I think one of the things we need to think about is, hey, let's move some industry, especially like wheat. Let's move the wheat industry over to like this corner of the island. Also, we could start thinking about, hey, what other mining could we be doing? Looks like we're mining some of the iron here, but not all of it. Yeah, iron mine, iron mine. Now is the time to exploit all this stuff. What about the coal? Are we taking care of all the coal? See, we could be taking care of more coal mines. So at this point, I think it makes more sense to say, hey, how much wheat are we producing here now? So it looks like right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, and we can do it an easier way. We can count it this way. Okay, right now we have 10 wheat farms. So now the idea is, hey, let's build out 10 wheat farms over here to kind of match that production we have. And it could even be 12. Let's do this. This will be our new wheat farm section. Okay, and let's think about a good prototype here that we could build out. And something that we can build and bring to the rest of the farms. one's not even. I want it nice and even. I want it looking good. And that's okay. That's a good square. Is it full? Yep. So now, well, we might have to match a little bit of the landscape here. And we might even have to just think about that. Like, build a road out like this. Well, now we gotta move this farm. They're gonna be upset. Okay, we'll build out a road like this because I want the coastline to be using the most of all this. And we'll build the road out like that. And then let's say, hey, wheat farm. You put one here. And you build as far as you can. There you go. There's one. We'll build two here. What also would be nice is we gotta think about ways to increase the production of these wheat farms since we're concentrating now an industry like this. So sooner or later we'll have to think about, hey, how are we gonna expand this industry? Build it like that. And here we go. One by one, we're just gonna use the most of our space since this is where we're gonna say, hey, this is where the grain industry is gonna be based out of. And this is where I think we get to the idea where we have some money, we can start thinking about how to concentrate different industries. Okay, right now we could be getting farming out of and production out of this, so let's do this. Well, and actually, I want us close to that ledge there. Let's say right there, perfect. So now we're connected, and we can build warehouses. So let's build the warehouse like this. We'll kind of intermittently put it like that. We'll delete that guy for now. We'll come back to something like that. Yeah, we spent all that time making a nice looking building, but really we need to be doing stuff like this. And as you can see, okay, we're short on our workers right now. At least our farmers. Tempted more to just say, hey, let's...
No less than we deserve.
Because we're just gonna... Well, and let's look at wheat. Wheat is at a 73. Can we really afford... And we need more ships. That will be very necessary here. And we'll need big ships too, like clippers. We have a clipper here. Looks like we were gonna sell it, but at this point, I think it's more important to say, hey...
Time for a kip.
We're gonna say, hey, bring in all the wheat from this island. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we will offload it. So this will be our wheat ship. This is how you we're gonna free up space on the main island. I mean, think about all this space being soaked up on the main island that could be going somewhere else. So we're gonna go ahead with that. I think we can afford to say, hey, we're going to start deleting some of this stuff because we're going to need the pops to start working on our other island. And hopefully we have enough wheat to make it through to that point. We're going to build about 12 farms, I think, here. A little bit of overproduction because we're going to get more input later on. Build it like that. Boom. There you go. Easy enough. There we go. We can think about putting in another warehouse here to reach some of these farms. And what are we at right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more here. Yeah, we'll slap one down here. We can kind of jettison him into this weird corner we have. Build it out like this. There we go. And then another one here. It's a lot. It's a lot to do. Once you get the ability to do all this stuff, it becomes quite a lot of management, but it will be worth it. I kind of like leaving those trees there. Don't want my island to be completely barren. Do it like that.
A prestigious commission. This proposal
What does he want?
success.
Honestly, he's providing a lot of money there. Yeah, we might as well just go with it. Send the flagship. I mean, that's 25,000. We might as well send him over. Is it literally picking up this guy? Oh, it is. Who is this guy? Van Roof. An old man's portrait. Click the renowned painter. Okay, we'll let that go on because that's a pretty good mission for the money that they're offering. Let us not forget our wheat empire here. The next thing we're going to have to think about is how to avoid bottlenecks. All this industry that we're creating right now on this other island is going to have to come in via boat. And the issue is that we're going to run into, at least, is, hey, we don't have enough capacity in the kind of shipping and receiving to bring it all in. So we're going to have to think about that. And essentially, where is our island? Here it is. So the boats are going to come this way. And, well, I guess it's on the best route to get to here. So actually, what we really need to think about is, hey, let's slap down. Maybe we can do this right now. I believe, yeah, I think it's the artisans. We can build a pier and put it somewhere around here, potentially. Our oil depot's kind of hogging up a lot of space. Yeah, we can slap down stuff here to help receive in more ships. We could probably build a lot, too. Just like that.
Stations.
We're building more ships. Okay, we are building more clippers. Good thing is we have slow speed, so we're not going crazy fast right now. We can kind of focus on this. What else? Okay, we need 2 more. Right now we're producing about what it needs. So let's build 2 more here. Build it like this. And then the last one. We also need to upgrade these warehouses. We can at least upgrade that one. We can think about, hey, send this schooner that's not doing anything right now. Though it does have a rare... Oh yeah, it has this turbine. Okay, we'll have to think about that. Seems like quite the risk, using that thing. We can send it in there, and then all this brick that we have here, we gotta use it. We'll use it on the other island here. So we'll send them over, and that will help us upgrade a bunch of the warehousing and capacity here. Yeah, we need to upgrade this warehouse as well. That's gonna be very important. So we'll get them over there, and we'll slap down at least 1 more. There you go. Perfect. So there you go. That's the beginning of our wheat trade here. We're overproducing a little bit, that's for sure. But I think in the long run, that's going to help us out a lot. Barley, I think we're still very good and very strong on barley. Well, it's at 7. So maybe it's time to bring up barley as well. We're pretty low as I'm saying that on that resource. So let's think about maybe getting like 2 more barley farms. And we'll build it just like that. Now what we need on this island is roads to accommodate. There we go. Okay. Oh, and we don't need this guy. We can think about building wool, but let's just leave it out for now. He can move there, that's fine. We have this production going. We can set these guys to start logging again. Because we're going to need some sort of wood production. We have a lot of fur here. So, you know, maybe we'll just specialize this island for the mining that it has right now. And maybe even think about bringing in more miners. Let's think about this. And we have developed one. We could have two. And I'm tempted to just do it. We're going to get all this brick right now. Let's speed it up. And this could be our grain boat. There you go. So our first grain boat, and it's going to get 35. That's good. And we just have to make sure that this doesn't get held up. Where's the island? Here we go. Yep. And hopefully with these piers, now we have 2 more additional spots for ships to start unloading their resources. Okay, bringing them over. The brick at least. It could go a little faster. Wouldn't be the worst thing. There's some concrete over here. I mean, why did we do that? Oh yeah, for the commuter pier. That's why. So we're fine. Okay, bringing them in. I'm going to bring them in a little faster. We kind of... Let's speed this up. And we can drop it. Upgrade this guy. So that will upgrade the whole island's capacity to hold resources. And the next thing I think is, well, we might even think about saying, hey, yeah, sending over more resources potentially. What's this guy doing? Oh yeah, we're gonna pick up this guy.
Ship constructed. Flagship ready for orders.
Pick him up. How do we pick him? Oh, there we go. And we will send him back. Back over here. And this is actually our island. So very good. So we've completely, as you can see, offshored the entire grain production and barley production at this point, which is exactly what I was going for. So that's fantastic. He's very overburdened. Let's move this guy a little closer so that he kind of splits more of this farming that's going on. Move that. And another thing we can do is build a really nice brick road that's going to speed up all the travel going on this road, since this is where all of our... We can delete this. We don't need those roads. That's going to speed up our whole wheat production road here. As you can see, they're going much faster. Probably be helpful to get... Yeah, because there's a bottleneck here, basically. I'm trying to get this guy to take as much as he can. Hopefully that happens. But there could be an issue there with the bottlenecking here.
We assist however we may.
Okay, next thing... Yeah, let's build out the mines. Full storage output. It shouldn't be. Okay, it says there's not a road connecting this all. Okay, we've we've had that set up for a while. Hopefully that fixes it. We've been trying to get furs in for forever, so that's really weird. Hopefully that fixes it. That was very strange. We have zinc. We have iron. We're gonna need zinc. Let's just build out. Well, do we even need iron? Why would I? This is the thing. I'm trying to overproduce far too much, and I think we're getting ahead of ourselves. We don't need that much iron at this point. So let's just leave it. I don't want to worry about it right now. What we could be doing is sending more resources over to that island. So let's send the schooner back. Let's send this guy. We have a lot of trade ships right now. Oh, we're actually losing farmers. At this point, I don't want to build more. We got to think about what we're going to do with this island. We're going to definitely need the pepper from this island, since it even has that. So we really need just maybe another commuter pier, and think about that. Let's slow it down for a second, just because I think time is of the essence right now. What would a commuter pier cost for us here? I always have to remind myself, okay, 30 concrete, 40 window, 50 steel, we have all that.
Ready for a challenge.
Okay, let's just do it. We have it. 50 steel. And what was it? I always forget. Steel, window, concrete. We need the windows. So that should do it. We'll send them over and we'll build another commuter pier here as well.
Plotted.
Perfect. Might even benefit from taking the brick. Just for brick road and storage and all things like that. So that's perfect. Copper here as well. I think we have copper on the main island, so there you go. We have to worry about that. It's the farmland. The farmland takes up so much space. Better to have it like this. Right now, I'm questioning why we even have... Yeah, we have a lot over here. Delete that. I'll leave the road for now because I think we'll probably use it again. What we do need to get rid of is, well, some workers. Take rid of these guys. Get them going. Okay, there you go. And I also need to remember that a large part of our economy is floating just because we have the propaganda working in our favor. So that propaganda is boosting our income significantly. Yeah, by almost 16% here. And that's a pretty significant margin there. So we just need to be cognizant that that's what's going on here. We have the oil. We could think about building another oil rig. It won't really help us because we're not... Yeah. Let's just build it for now. Oh, wait. It's going to come from here. Another oil well. Yeah, it's not terrible income or investment, so we'll just do that for now. These guys are saying it's a very high chance of fire. Maybe we...
I want to see progress.
There you go.
We do what we
Wow,
must
that's a lot of money.
for the sake of art.
We'll build that there, just to reduce the fire threat here. Okay, that's really good. We just got a ton of money for that mission. Go ahead and bring the flagship back. This guy, he's getting close. We just speed it up. Go get this commuter pier. And I think what we're first going to want is off-source the pepper and off-source the cattle. We got to think about wool as well. Got to think about these things. And right now it's well positioned. We have the piers. So yeah, let's go ahead and just off-source all this stuff. One thing we don't have is a wood production here. We're going to need some sort of steady ability to get wood on this island. Maybe just real quickly, we'll set it up like this so that we pull and just use the warehouse we're getting initially here from our friends. Build it like that. That's perfect. Okay, that looks fine. So perfect. We could build a fire station. Do we really need it? Probably not, so let's not worry about that. What we need to think about is where we're going to put our pepper industry. This is a good little corner of the island. So I might just shave down these trees a little bit. Yeah, and then we will... It's going to be a long road, but let's just get it over with. Yep. Kind of cuts across the whole island. Not the greatest look, but nonetheless, this is kind of what the spot that I think makes the most sense, or the one that I like at least. Okay, and right now we don't need too much pepper. There you go. Just kind of using the space efficiently. We don't know where the game's going to take us late game, so we'll just do this for now. Perfect. Build another one. And then this way, we can just send a schooner or what other clipper we might have to come pick it up. Perfect. So that will be peppers. We'll need another section for beef. Let's just do it like this. Just say, hey, beef industry is going to be somewhere around here. Make it simple. We'll delete that guy. Then the beef industry can say, hey, let's put you somewhere along these lines. The beef industry never really fit for me as far as making it look nice. That actually looks half decent. Let's put it inside that. Yeah. Actually, I know we're going to run out of space here for that plot. We can do it like, move this guy, that guy, slot him in there, and then, yeah, just do something like that. That way they're all in the same line, kind of look nice. We can build a warehouse. Let's build it on the end. What we're going to need there is a brick road. We're also going to need a road here for our peppers. And same thing, we'll just build it right here on the end. Although we don't have enough wood. I mean, and how much pepper do we have? We have no beef. See, this is one we can't just cut this trade out. Because we're on the fringes as far as our canned food. We have some, but not a lot. One thing, well, we have the clipper. Yeah, we're just have to wait for a build up here of resources. They need more workers, at least farmers. Yeah, potato could be next. Do we even have an island that has potato? That's very uncommon. Usually I find at least one. Well, okay, we have one here, so that's good. Let's think about what we can shut down for the moment. I just don't want to shut down anything right now because I'd like to keep it. Okay, well,
Something you've done makes sense.
he's very happy that we're overworking our people. Build it out like that. Perfect. And honestly, I think we can even build our last commuter pier here if we really wanted to. We should be building more boats. That's kind of an essential for right now. Let's send the flagship over. And we will...
Polish it. Everyone.
They're very unhappy. Let's think about diplomacy right now real quick. We're good on ceasefires. We have plenty of time there. This guy we have a non-aggression pact with, but let's just... You know, oh.
Never look a gift donkey in the chops. My thanks is it's a kind thought, I suppose.
Just kind of...
Echoes my thoughts.
Oh, wow, he's happy with us. There you go.
Rah, rah, rah. Fine. We'll top up these.
Okay, we're netting out there.
How could I possibly a champion of civil rights?
There you go.
So,
Quick splash on the diplomacy. And then... I believe we're going to need all this concrete, windows, and then steel, of course. And we'll go send that over to our last island, so then we will have a commuter port connected to all of our islands. Where even is our warehouse? Oh, here it is. This is a pretty big island, too. So... And it has potato, so that will be good too. And furs. It has a lot of good stuff going for it. So we'll have to think about what we want to do with this island for the time being once we get it going. It has good minerals. We might do some mining on it. Especially on cement. We don't have a lot of cement intake, so we might want that. We can start getting rid of some of these roads. We just don't need all these roads at the moment. Okay. Yeah, we just get rid of these roads. What we really need to start thinking is getting more ships, and even potentially getting, what is that ring around it? I would love to get the pig industry out of here. Along with the soap industry, as profitable as it is, it's just, well, it's really not that profitable. More profitable to have the coats going, so the fur coat's probably more important than that. The good thing is we have good supply of cotton, furs. We can honestly think about getting another fur producer, since we're making so much money off of that. And we have so many artisans. Yeah, let's build that out for sure. It's gonna come in handy. These roads we don't need. I mean, that was just to prop up the schnapps industry.
Workforce shortage.
Where is this? Oh, we're getting hit with a workforce shortage here in the New World, so let's go address that. Okay, we're gonna overproduce on all the fur, because we're making so much money off of that. Let's get over to the New World. Which island is suffering right now? I don't see any. Interesting. I thought it said we had a shortage. I think we're okay. Probably just really neglecting this area because we're doing so much in the New World right now, but let's just see what these guys are up to. Oh, the one family that we have. We have one upper class family here. Sure, take a picture. My button's not working. I don't know why. That's really weird. It won't let me take the picture. Okay. Well, sorry. Can't take the picture. Sorry, guys. That's so weird. It wouldn't work. I've done it already in this game. That's alright.
Confounded tricky this stage.
Yeah, we have a huge supply of furs and cotton, so we're just going to do that for now.
Ready for assignment.
Let's think about this island. Yeah, we can go ahead and offload all this and build that commuter pier.
Let's toast to commerce.
I'll take trade rights with this guy.
Landmark moment.
It's going to help our relationship. The one thing I don't want is alliance. It's just not going to be beneficial for us.
Attention for the Admiral.
So there you go. And we can build a...
Like them, and I don't like you.
Oh, he's not happy. He was so happy. Oh, we need 50 more steel. Whoops. Okay. Oh, did we not build a commuter pier here? Okay, there's our problem. We don't have a commuter pier, which we were going to build. Whoops. Okay. Sorry about that. I thought we had a connection here with the commuter pier. Looks like we didn't have that.
Awaiting new
Ship
horizons.
constructed.
And one thing we do need to get this guy going. Yeah, we need him bringing in pepper and beef. So we don't have to mess around with that anymore. Okay, this guy... Do we have any steel here? Okay, he's gonna have to just go get more steel for us. We'll send him back. Yeah, we'll send him back and go get more. We could upgrade our... No, we need 20 more cement. Could be a good time to upgrade that as well. Let's hold off. Just barely enough for a commuter pier, unfortunately. We could build that. Okay. I've not had to play a game, at least not to this point, where I've needed so much. Oh, and look at all these resources coming in. We could build... One thing I'm thinking of, we could build this if we could just get enough engineers. So let's upgrade some engineers. I know we don't have spectacles right now. Well, and the engineers hate us, so maybe not. They have electricity,
No need for hyperbole, but thank you.
just not here. They want spectacles. I don't really want to build the spectacles, but we might have to. And have a brass smeltery. Not sure what to do there. They want all this stuff. We don't even have these resources. Let's just get to this because we actually could build the bicycles at this point. Let's not worry about that. Build this out. Build out these guys. Let's get to the 500.
A new milestone.
There we go. We have a huge class of engineers now. And we can build this factory. So we're going to build the factory right now. It's going to cost us 150 engineers. That's fine. We can build it right there. Perfect spot. There you go. And one thing we need to make sure is we have enough iron coming in. Let's look at our intermediate goods. See, so right now we're at 12 demand and we're going to need 8. So we can turn this guy back on. And hopefully that means we have enough minerals as well. I think we do.
Ever happy I am that now the possibility
Oh no, not another photography request. I don't know if it's going to work. For some reason, it's not allowing me to take the picture. Okay, let me take that picture. Okay, that's just weird. Okay, well, took care of that.
I'm feeling really proud.
Affects cotton plantation. That's a pretty powerful one, and I wonder if I can build that here in the New World. Affects cotton plantation. Provides for fertility. I'm curious, like...
Erit demonstrandum.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just curious if I could build that out here as well. Interesting. I don't... Maybe not. Well... Constructible only in the New World. Yeah, but they gave it here. That's really weird. Because where's that item? Oh, we don't even have it here. Oh, they must have given it... I think this was to make up for the mission that I couldn't do on the other side in the New World. Okay, let's not worry about this. Oh, we do have 2 expeditions going on right now. Mutiny. Okay. Let's think about... Diplomacy. Yeah, let's do it. Diplomacy. Okay, we didn't take that huge of a hit, so that's fine. We'll continue the expedition. Yeah, we didn't give him any rations, so that wasn't a very good idea. Let's do this one. We at least have a 10% chance here. Oh, perfect. And gives them some rations. So perfect, we did well there. Let's get rid of these roads. We don't necessarily need them. And I don't know if that trade union's doing much either now. We might have to think about moving it. Also think about offshoring our farms. But we'll need way more workers. So, we'll do this. Build 2 more blocks for our farmers. Quickly build something around them. We're getting to the point where we're reaching the max of our resources, where our resources probably won't reach out to all of our people. I think we did send this guy back. Oh yeah, we need 10 more steel here. 10 more steel and I'll take a bunch of timber. Just because we haven't developed that yet. Perfect. And we'll send him back over here to go develop this island. This island's in a good spot. We do need to start moving the beef and the pepper. And I feel like we need one more beef farm too. Yeah, let's overproduce right now. I'll put it right there.
The non-aggression pact has ended.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, that was us. Oh my god. Building way too much. Are we overproducing? Wait, what?
How do?
Oh, we're at 108. There you go. Okay, so now we have 3.
Ship constructed.
And we can build a beef production as well. We'll build one more cattle. Perfect. Okay, just something to get things going. We have this clipper here that I'd like to use. So let's just say, hey, clipper, set up a trade route. And we'll just say, hey, you're going to feed into the main city. You're going to take all the pepper and all the beef. I won't make him take it all. And we'll send him over. Perfect. Okay. So that is set. We're getting to the point where we're importing a lot, and it gets messy. But better to have it here. And now we can put more cities here. Okay, we can get rid of the pepper. The beef will need to wait.
Your people are more than assets.
Oh, he's very upset. We'll get rid of all this later. Well, we might just benefit from putting that there. Help support it. I mean, we only have one fire station for the whole city. Oh, and actually we're having a plague. So we gotta mobilize the doctors. Oh, no. You gotta get on top of these. They will really hurt your economy and your workforce if you don't do anything. Luckily, the hospitals are right here. So we're perfect. So we have 3 doctors moving on all this. I'm not too worried about this. Actually, things are going pretty well there. Okay. So pretty solid.
Flagship at your service.
Put all that here. We do need to put the steel. I don't know why they're possibly trading here. There's nothing to be had. Sorry, guys. And we will get the next and even last commuter pier. I don't think you can build them in the New World, unfortunately. Perfect. Costs us quite a bit of influence, but it will be worth it. And there you go. The city is now connected. So now we got to think about what we want to do here. Probably maybe potatoes we can think about putting in this island,
Flagship ready for
just to
order.
kind of diversify our current holdings. And I kind of like that. Let's build the potato fields here. Right now they're over here. We only have 6. So that's pretty good. Usually I use way more. Yeah, let's just build out the farms like this. And I'd like, yeah, if we don't have to use all of our resources right now on another warehouse, although we probably will. Let's build out 8. Nice little grid. That is perfect. Okay, this will be our new potato production. So same thing, we'll just have these guys coming in, and we'll have them drop it off. And we'll probably build some warehouses here, maybe in the back. That makes sense, or actually I like them always on the side. Yeah, I'll do on the side. We can afford it at this point. So that will give them multiple spots to go stash potato. The one thing we do need is a trade ship to actually pull that off. And we need to build more. So let's say to this guy, right now we have 88 potato. We can probably afford with closing down our potato farms on the main island here. Say, hey, go pick up as much potato as you can possibly get. It's probably overkill. We probably don't need all those slots, but we'll just go for it for now. Perfect. Pigs are next. We definitely need to get pigs off this island. There you go. So look at all this space we just freed up. We don't need any of this stuff now. Freed up a bunch of land for industry. I am thinking about, well, there's no warehouse here. Probably be nice to have a warehouse like right here. And maybe even another fire station. Cool. Just for the time being. Pigs are next. We gotta get rid of pigs. How many do we have? We have so much. We have 16. It's a lot. we'll definitely have to specialize in that area as well. So let's do this. Just say, hey, this is a farming island to begin. Build out 16 pigs. And build it like that, same way on the main island. We'll just build the template for now. This will be kind of our base template. We're gonna need better roads, that's for sure. Let's copy this. It's gonna take a lot of workers to stand this up as well. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we don't have the workers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What is this one? This is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and we'll relocate here. Move our template down. Okay, and just put roads. We'll need more wood.
We have the devil to pay.
We do need to address the expeditions right now, because I think we've been ignoring them up until this point. Build that out. That. Okay. We'll have to come back to this. Pigs. How many pigs do we have on the island? Yeah, we only have 1. So we can't even think about even getting rid of some of these, or else we'll go into a deficit. Expedition requires your attention. Let's see what's going on here. The breakout. Unfair imprisonment. Okay, try to break the prisoners out. And we secured an early release. Perfect. Send them on their way. Right now, where are we at on the beef? So yeah, we brought in beef. So we can get rid of all this too. We have this warehouse. What do we need to do with it though? I'm trying to think. What to do with that warehouse? Let's just get rid of it. We don't need it. It's not helping us at this point. We'll just get rid of it. It's fine. Wow, we're at 9991. Here's our zoologists. Trespassers. We'll find cover. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Oh, we took a big hit there. I wish we had stored food on that ship. We just did not think about that, did we? Okay. Well, that's okay. We'll take it for now. Okay, one thing we don't have on this island is wood production. We kind of forgot about that. Let's real quickly build that out. Very important. We kind of forgot, didn't we? Okay, we'll build it right here. And we'll build... Yeah, we'll build it like that. Sloppy for now, but we'll figure it out. There you go. Little basic wood industry. Okay, we need to figure out what we're going to do with workers. Where can we get more workers? Where can we lay off some? Essentially, maybe we can just build some more. Yeah, let's just do that for now. Yeah, we need to start getting things over there. Let's send the flagship back. And, well, and we can just send this guy as well. Let's load him up with brick. Go send him to that new island over here. That should be perfect. Send him some wood as well. Just because we know they'll need it. Yeah, we'll just go supply him here. As for the flagship, just send it right back. Yeah, I'm just realizing now, we just spent so much time just talking about specifically setting up our New World islands to kind of off-source all this production that we kind of currently had. But I mean, look at this. I mean, this takes up, you know, multiple blocks. We have 8 blocks here, 7 actually, dedicated to the pig industry. We need to move that off. So that's exactly what we're doing here.
Ship constructed.
We need to move this stuff as well, but let's just do the pigs for now. Okay, we have another ship. Perfect. Think about building another. There's no... Well, and... So, I mean, we have a lot of money. Probably because we're trading a ton of furs. Oh, wow, yeah, we just ran out of furs. Ooh. Okay, think about what we're going to do there. Yeah, these... the fur factories did great. They just went crazy on building furs, it looks like. Yeah, 192. That's fantastic. Let's stop one for now. Let's also look at our trade routes. What are we doing with the furs? Yeah, we're only bringing in 50 at this point. Because we had stockpiled so much. Let's see about this island. Do they have like a huge stockpile of furs that need to come in? They do. Could be really profitable just to say, hey, bring in a bunch of furs.
Just say the word.
Dedicate like one of these ships. Or even this one, the schooner. Yeah. And just send them over there and say, hey, take all the furs. Let's do that. That's a good fix for now. We'll have to think about that later. We need more cotton, too. We're not bringing in nearly enough cotton. But we're getting a lot of money from that trade with Matacahina. Okay. We're getting to the point, too, where maybe even the fur trade isn't that profitable for us. Or, sorry, not the fur trade, but the soap trade. Might just think about, hey, maybe we don't do so much with that. Okay, we'll build out the piggies. Perfect. Huge industry for us. Well, I just realized now we're not storing any of this stuff with our own warehouses, so we need warehouses right here. And here. And we need to build this.
Workforce shortage.
Perfect. Okay, it says we have a shortage. It's just because we have all this here still. What to do, what to do, what to do. Definitely can't operate like this in the shortage. Although, okay, let's just think about this. Do we have enough sausage? And soap? We really do. So let's just get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. And right now, I'm going to shut down a bit of the soap production. We just don't need that much pig. So let's just say this. Hey, we're going to shut down these guys, a soap factory. Say they really like it when you shut down those productions. So this way, we don't need that much. There we go. What do we get? Okay, the zoologist came back. Oh, cool. I haven't seen that one yet. So now we have a ton of animals. We can build out our zoo. Let's put a little space in between it. Well, we can't. We gotta build it out like this. There you go. And we can build it like that. Perfect. So let's fill up these slots. Put a orca. Pretty cool. Pelican, which I think we already have. Wow, they really don't like that we have zoos. Who doesn't like... Who doesn't like an animal? Animal in the zoo.
You've no concept of taste.
They both don't like zoos. It's hilarious. Okay. Built out our zoo. Fantastic. Our city's probably way more attractive now at this point. The next thing would be is to get rid of the soap industry, and that would really help as well. Well, and what is soap demand? Maybe we can just delete it, because I don't think the trade with Eli is going to be that much profitable. Yeah, we can just get rid of this. As much as that seems backwards, why would we get rid of this? I think it just makes sense at this point. That trade route probably is not going to do us much good. Well, and where's he going? Yeah, he's going to Eli right now. So let's just say, hey, after you after you trade with Eli here, you're done. We're not going to trade soap anymore just because we have Matakahina that's much more profitable than this would ever be. We can think about bringing it back later if we want more income, but for right now, I don't know. We're gonna make good money, but I like this better. And what's great about these grids is, well, actually they're a little bit bigger than what we would have had. We get rid of this. The trade union. Yeah, let's move the trade union here for now, because it does affect the industries that it's intended to service. Let's put that right there.
Dragging us down.
Okay. And then we can just delete all of that. All these roads. Is it connected? It is connected. That's perfect. So look at all this stuff. We're going to put way more pops out here. It's going to look way nicer. This is fantastic.
We've run out of cabins.
Ooh, they do need more coal. So we need to think about that. Right now we need pigs as well. Do we have that trade going? Well, let's think about this.
Ship constructed.
Oh yeah, we have Max.
Engine ready.
Okay, this is gonna have to be the pig ship. Oh, we don't really have it though. Okay, then we will say, hey, you are the pig ship. You go pick up as many as you can. Perfect. Look at these trade routes. We have a ton of trade routes at this point. Move to the New World, yeah. We have a ton of trade routes, and we're just moving into a very high...
Needs to thank me.
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Steel.
Perfect. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, we need more furs. Hopefully that guy comes in.
We assist however we may.
Should be around the corner somewhere, right? Well, he's going to Kahina. Yeah, where's that trip? We had one ship with as many furs that it could get. There we go. So it's coming in.
I
So-
can appreciate the art of others.
Oh, we do need to stop this before he buys our island. Yeah, he's already got one share. Yeah, we're going to have to buy that. Yeah, because if he bought this island, we would have no fur trade at all. So that's perfect. So let's do a little recap. We are, as you can see, we're lacking a lot of inputs right now. Not the greatest thing. Well, and even like wood. We should have plenty of wood. I guess not.
No space left here.
We don't need these guys going, that's for sure. Yeah, don't be cutting up any more wood. We're going to end the game here. This is a little messy. I think, though, we're getting to the right point. We need to start offshoring a lot of this industry. Wool's probably going to be next. We need to offshore all this wool industry. But what's going to happen is
Disturbed you managed to lure me in.
any input that can be electrified, meaning used to increase production here like it is right now. These are the areas where we need to think about, hey, keeping this industry, potentially not the one that reduces the attractiveness of our city. But what we need to really think about is how do we get these raw inputs from these islands? So these mines, the farms, the livestock. We need to think about how we're going to bring them into the city. And one thing that's going to help here is Piers. It's going to help us bring in more at one time, because what will happen is there'll be a bottleneck out here in the ports and things won't be able to come in. So I'm going to end the episode here and just say, hey, by the next time we come back, we're going to sort out the rest of our inputs. Wool, maybe clay, other raw materials, and we're going to build it out to where it's going to be a little easier to manage as far as, hey, these islands are now specialized. So, ending the episode here, we are kind of getting to, we're mid-phase into engineers. Engineers are a very demanding class.
Feels rather static.
And, well, and even we have this income coming in. Yeah, we're going to have to be careful about that. So next time, we're going to address all this stuff. We have great capital right now because of our trade. But the next thing to be is get more people, more high-end pops, more consumption, and get it to a point where it's sustainable. Because at this point, we are being bolstered by the consumption tax that's going on right now. So I think the next time we come back here, we need to think about, hey, what are we going to do when we don't have the consumption tax going? So that's it for the episode. Please, like always, like, comment, subscribe. Please tell me what you guys think about these videos, what we could do better, and I will catch you on the next one. All right, bye.